by doing some crafting. We've got so much wood here. We have got over 1,000 wood. And what we're going to do is we're going to come to club. Alright. Now you notice we've got 1, 2, 3. And so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 spaces. 17, 18, 19. We got 20 spaces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft 20 wood clubs. Each one that crafts is going to raise our weapon making score just a little bit more. See, we started out at 107, we're already up to 111. And we'll have zombies wander right by us. As long as they can't see us, we're fine. 126. See, there our weaponsmithing skill just went up. And there we go. Now, each one we're just going to drop it. They will eventually despawn. Now, if you actually have yourself a place, you found a place for your first night, what you can do is you can put down 2 frames, don't upgrade them, take and make yourself a chest and place it on top of the top frame. Then what you can do is you can fill it up with the stuff you're crafting that's really no good to you, and then remove the frames and the chest will fall down and break and everything vanishes. And you don't, it's almost like the garbage disposal. But now that we've done that, if we take a look here, again, go to the last page, our weaponsmithing is now up to 6 and our crafting quality is 134. Alright, that means we can craft a 134 or better bow and a 134 or better iron reinforced club. But we're not going to do that. You know why? Because we got other fish to fry. Like another 20 clubs. You'll see we're still pushing 1,000 wood here. And we're going to make another 20 clubs. What that's going to do... See, she's out there, but she doesn't know we're here. We're going to do our best to get our weaponsmithing up to 200. 154. Weaponsmithing now level 7. And again, wooden club, 20 of them. Look at it go up. Now sometimes it'll go up by 1 point, sometimes it'll go up by 2 points, and that's because it's giving us like, 1.2, and that's stacking, and eventually those 0.2s will equal a whole point. Oops, got to drop this guy though. There we go. Alright, we're up to 185. Now our weaponsmithing is now up to level 8. And there you go, we just got ourselves a level. just going to keep making them and dropping them till we hit 100. Or, I'm sorry, 200. We're going to make another 20. If we wanted to drop a few things, we could actually make more than that, but there we go, 192. See, we're still close to 1,000 wood here. See? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to drop these yet again. Like I say, we could burn these in a fire to cook stuff. Now, I've held off eating and drinking as long as humanly possible because basically we have very, very little food. So we're going to drink our water. Well, first we're going to eat our can of chili because it'll dehydrate us a little bit. And we're going to drink our water. Now, we want to hold on to this empty can because while we need a cooking pot to do water in jars, we can do water in cans without a cooking pot. Alright, but now that we've done this, first thing we're going to do is we are going to craft ourselves another wooden bow. There we go, that rose our weaponsmithing skill to 9. I want you to look at this. Our wooden bow is doing 16 points of entity damage, 16.61. Our yellow bow is doing 22 points of damage, so it is so worth doing this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to this bow, we're going to hit R and hold it, and we're going to click any one of the arrow types that says 0, and that is going to unload this bow, alright? So that we don't lose the arrow that's on it, we're just going to drop that guy. Now we're going to shift click to this, get this guy in place, and we're going to hit R, and that's going to load him up. We are now going to be able to do quite a bit more damage to the Zeds than we were before, and it's looking good. Well, now, if I stop hitting I for inventory, we're going to go to club again, and we're going to make ourselves an iron reinforced club. This iron reinforced club at 19 is doing 9.22 entity damage. This one is doing 11.50. We're going to click this gray one. We're going to say scrap. That'll get us the scrap metal back. We're going to shift click to get this guy down here. And we are now doing beautiful. I'm just going to toss away that axe because we got a stone axe at 13 here. I'm going to hold these others on back up at least for a little while. But now that we've done that, we're going to take a look here. You'll see that we've got 5 points to spend. We could crank that 5 points into something like weaponsmithing and bring our weaponsmithing up to 14. We could put it into toolsmithing and bring our toolsmithing up to 6. Or we can hold on to it for better perks, which is what we're going to do. So instead we're going to do raise our toolsmithing in a little bit different fashion. Now we've got 179, we got 92 stone, we've got 894 wood. I think what we're going to do is actually, let's focus on our clothing. We're going to go to clothing and we're going to go to plant fiber gloves. We're going to start with basically what is the lowest quality, and we're going to do plant fiber gloves, plant fiber hat, plant fiber hood, plant fiber pants, shirt, shoes. Alright? We're going to go right back and do the same thing. Gloves, There we go. Hat. And we're going to click this. We're going to go wear. Click this. Wear. Click the pants. Wear. Click the shirt. Wear. Click the boots. Wear. Alright. Now you see we were down the hat. Plant fiber hood. Plant fiber pants. Plant fiber shirt. Plant fiber shoes. Now, what I want you to see when we're done with this is the difference by doing this as a full cycle that's going to happen each time we craft this. Now, we're almost up to 100 already. Alright, so if we compare, here's that shirt at 104 as opposed to 76. Our boots, 111 in comparison to 83. Our pants, 97 in comparison to 68. See? So what we're doing is each time we do a round of this, we are raising the quality of the clothes we're wearing much higher. Alright? So I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to wear the gloves. We're going to wear the hat. We're going to skip the hood. Let's do our shirt. Let's do our shoes. Put on our pants. Put on our shirt. Now I want you to see the difference here. Alright, so this shirt at 50 gives us 10% on concussion and puncture, whereas this still does so, but radiation, you'll notice, goes from 6 to 7. Fire goes up. What we're doing as we do this is we're improving our protection. But now that we've got quite a few here, we're going to start scrapping these, because what this is going to do, we're going to wear that. By scrapping these, what it's going to do is give us some of that plant fiber back, and we can sit here all night long making clothes and scrapping them to raise the quality of our tailoring skill. But I mostly just wanted to get it above 100. Because if it's below 100 and you get smacked a couple times by a zombie, you can lose a piece of clothing in the process. Well, sounds like we got some company out there. There we go, and scrap those. So you'll see that we actually didn't lose very much fiber, but we managed to get all of our clothing up above 100. Now the difference between the plant fiber hat and the plant fiber hood is that the hat cools you, the hood warms you, okay? Let's see. Put that there. Put that there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, huh? Alright, we're going to go to basic resources. We're going to go to stone axe, and we are going to make 22 stone axes. This is going to raise the crafting of our tools. So that's stone axes, stone shovels, etc. They're going to last a whole lot longer. There we go. Toolsmithing is now level 2. We're going to crank these up, and while they're cranking, let's actually see. It's only 3:46 in the morning, So that means we've got a ways to go here, because on default settings, the zombies don't start running or don't stop running until 6 a.m. If you set your day length to a bit longer, if you set it, I believe it's 18 hours, they'll stop running at 4 a.m. But like I say, I'm playing with all the defaults so that you guys can see how this is all working in default. That means we have basically, 2 hours and 15 minutes in game to sit here and improve our situation. But this is why I spent that time early on getting all those materials. Now, I'm going to start dropping these, because again, we're going to need room in our inventory for the many interesting things we're going to find along our journey. And we're just going to hold on to the best 3 of them, and then we're going to potentially make more of them. And take this 53 and pull it over here. Going to put the 52 and the 50 up top, but these are now literally 5 times better or 6 times better than what we were working with previously. Now, I'm not sure how many we have the stone to make. 24 of them, huh? So might as well make another 22. Might as well get them up there. No. So that means we'll drop that guy and drop that guy, because these are just going to be better. So we're just going to get rid of all of the ones that we made. We're just going to keep cranking them. I don't think we'll hit 100, but we're going to be so much better off than we were. Our weapons are better. Our tools are going to be better. We're gaining towards a 2nd level, and as soon as we get a 2nd level, that's when we want to invest into Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which is going to reduce the amount of stamina it takes us to do things. And it's a very worthwhile investment. But the reason I set up here on the road is because the road is going to take us someplace. The road is going to end up being, oh yeah, toolsmith in level 4. The road is going to lead us to some place that we can set up our first base, if not our permanent base. Now, normally when I record episodes when it's nighttime, I just say, alright, I'll see you guys in the morning or when all hell breaks loose. But in this case, because I wanted to show you guys how to spend this first night to benefit yourself, there we go. So basically, we are going to drop all of them, but the 91, the 90, and the 88. Come on. Oh, we got somebody out there. I just heard him. Now, be aware, in an emergency, you can eat raw eggs. However, they will give you food poisoning. And if your food poisoning gets up to a certain point, you will begin to very, very rapidly you'll lose stamina automatically, and you may lose a point off your maximum stamina and health cap. Let's see what time it is here. 5:44. We should be hearing the daylight sound very quickly, so we're going to pick up our bedroll. We're going to get this axe ready. We're also going to pick up our torch, last thing. Sounds like we may have a zombie out there, but sunrise should be hitting in 5 seconds. We are so much better off than we were. There it goes. That is the magic sound. Now we'll get some of our wood back as we do this. I'm in a crouch while I do this because it reduces the amount of noise you're making. Now we've got light coming in, so we can pick up our torch. There we go. Let's get to our bow and slip on out, see what we see. Alright. We are going to pick up this frame, and that's going to make the center frame collapse. And we're going to recover a good bunch of our wood by picking up that debris. Alright, well, let's trot down here, see if this car is searchable. Oh yeah, let's hit it. Ooh, short iron pipe. That's a good one. Alright, now, we need food, and we could kill an animal to get that food, but I'd rather not draw that kind of attention to myself. I think we're going to go this way down the road. I'm just going to trot along. You notice I'm not bothering to sneak here. And the reason I'm not bothering to sneak is because, ooh, another short iron pipe. We've now got the short iron pipe we need to make a forge. But the reason I'm not bothering to crouch and sneak along at this point is because we're on our way the hell out of here. There we go. Let's keep moving. We want to get far enough ahead of her that we can search this car. Lots and lots of deer. I almost hate to not try to take them down. Alright, nothing in there. We're going to keep moving this way. Once we get a ways out, we're just going to take a quick look at our map, make sure that we haven't walked by any trails. I think we've actually got a trail up ahead. We want to minimize our conflict early. Someone like this that we can literally just stand here and shoot him in the head. He's worth taking. He's worth taking, and here's the reason why he's worth taking. We're not only going to search him for whatever he may have, but then we're going to get out our axe and we're going to chop this old boy up. And we have just gotten ourselves a bone, and we're going to turn that bone, just click recipes, into a bone shiv. And because it's a weapon, it's going to be yellow. Whoa, she's right there. She slipped up on us pretty quiet. But I think we may have us a trail over here. We're just going to get on up over here. Make sure she can't get to us. Let's just hit our map quick and see. Nope, but we actually do have a trail back the way we came from. Trails lead to houses. They lead to water sources. And they also lead to trouble, but that's besides the point. Run up a little bit farther here and check our map again. Oh, there's a trail right there. Alright. Let's head up this trail and see what's here. It could be our spot. Now again, the reason I'm running is because in the beginning it's pretty easy to raise your athletic skill by just getting your run on. And it takes you away from the Zeds. And while day one it's important to gather those resources, settle yourself in someplace relatively safe and craft, day two it's important to try to find shelter. Alright, we got some company up here. We're going to let our stamina come back, and right about the time he thinks he's going to make a play for us, we're going to run right by him. There we go. Keep on up the hill here. Wow, this is really long. Let's take a look at our map, make sure we don't have any trails coming off of it yet. Nope. This is actually taking us back in the direction where we were. Nice trash pile to check. Nothing in it. Oh, it's a house. Oh, it's a forge house. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. It is a forge house. We have got good times, my friends. So it's time for us to start removing the locals. Ooh, took her in one shot. Did I really? If you've got your bow drawn and you don't want to shoot it, just hit R, and it'll undo your bow. I think we took that old girl down flat. We sure did. All right. Time to clean house. Headshots if you can get them. These guys really jerk around a lot. But this is why we wanted to get that bow crafted as high as we could. Because when you find your location, you're definitely going to have zombies to clear. And the better your bow is, the better off you are. The more damage you're doing with each arrow, the fewer arrows you're getting. Whoa! Right on me, you. Boy, he was right on us. I'm stuck on something. You can use your shift key to run backwards. Let's finish this old boy off. Finish her off. He's back up, but that should take care of her. Boy, he's tough. Not tough enough. Alright, let's check our 6. Alright. Let's hope these guys have got some food on them. Where'd you go there, you bugger? He should be right over here somewhere.